Hello and welcome to the Ear Clinic. My name is Hannah and I'll be taking care of you today. So, I see that you are booked in for a detailed hearing exam. Is that correct? Okay. Have you ever had a detailed ear exam done before? Okay, good. And when was the last time that you had it done? Did they find any problems? Okay. And before we start, I'm just going to ask you a few questions, really easy questions. For example, first question, have you noticed any ear pain in the last month? Okay, have you ever had any ear pain? Right? Can you describe that ear pain for me? Was it like a burning, stinging, dull, sharp type of pain? Describe it a little bit. Okay, and do you still get this from time to time? How do you clean your ears when you're at home? Q-tips. Okay, you have to be very careful with those. You can do a lot of harm with them, but if you're careful, you can get away with it. Do you listen to music in headphones or earphones? What volume do you normally listen at? Okay, that's a little bit high. I would go down to like 70%. And if you can, 65 is usually the best, but 70 is okay as well. All right, let's begin. Just going to lightly feel around them, and I want you to tell me if you feel any discomfort, any pain, anything that you feel like you need to tell me. Please let me know, even if it's minor. Okay, so let's start. Just gently going to tap like this. Can you feel that in both ears? Now, what I want you to do is pay attention to the rhythm changing. And when you feel and hear that it changed, let me know. We're going to do this in a tapping motion. So just like this, tap, tap, tap. And pay close attention to when it changes. Perfect. And one more time. Excellent. Now what I'm going to do is close and open your ears. For some people, this is a strange sensation, but for others, it is a very pleasant experience. Personally, I love it, and I hope you do as well. Same thing like before, I'm going to change the rhythm, and I want you to tell me when it changes. Starting now. Good. How was that? Perfect. I'm going to close your eyes and touch one ear at a time, and I want you to tell me which ear am I touching. Okay, so covering your eyes just like that. Very good. And what about now? Left or right? And again, left or right? Which ear is this? Brilliant. Okay, you did. Really good. How did you find that? Yeah, it was easy. I'm happy to hear that. How does that feel? And what about this? Good. Now let's go back to the blind test. I'm going to cover your eyes and make some sounds, and I want you to tell me what you describe them as, so if you can relate them to something. Okay? Does that make sense? Practically guess the sound I'm making and the hand movements. Exactly, you get it. Now let's close your eyes. And the first sound. And now for my favorite sound, which is the tuning fork. I'm going to go with that around your ears, and I want you to tell me in which ear you hear it. You're doing great. Keep going. Excellent. Now I'm going to go behind you, and I want you to pay very close attention to the sounds you hear and the direction you hear them coming from. Are you ready? Pay close attention to where you hear the sound. Where is it coming from? And what about this one? And the direction? Where is it coming from? You didn't tell me. So that went really, really good. Better than I expected. And now just give me 1 second. Our next stage is the cleaning process. So, before we start with that, I'm going to have a look in each ear and see what needs to be done, and also see if there's any problems, of course. So, you stay nice and still. Try not to move your head, and I'll be moving around you, so no need to worry. Okay? Good. Let's begin. Head nice and straight. Okay. Your ear looks really, really healthy. I can really see that you take good care of it. It's a little bit red, but only a little bit. So I'm going to add in some drops for that. But it's nothing to worry about. Going to be a little bit cold. And let's check the other ear. And same thing. A little bit red. A few drops in this ear as well. You don't need a lot. How does that feel? I'm going to add some cotton inside. And keep that there for a second. Stay nice and still for me. Do you feel any pain? Good. Any pain on this side? Perfect. Your ear is so easy to clean. Okay, we are finished with the ear cleaning. They look super great. Just one thing left, and then you're done. And that is the beep test. So, behind you, you have a pair of headphones just like mine. I want you to put them on and let me know when you're ready to start. How do they feel on? Are they secure? Yeah. All right. So the first thing that you are going to hear is some beeps on both sides at the same time. And all you have to do is just let me know when you hear those beeps. You can raise your hand, you can tell me, or you can nod your head, whatever is easiest for you. Okay? Sounds good? Let's begin. And good luck. Brilliant. Now we're going to do it one more time, but this time it'll be in your left ear only, and then in your right. But first, let's do the left ear. Let's start. Good. And now the right ear. So the next stage is sound stage. So you're going to hear a long sound, and I want you to tell me when it ends. Let's begin. Very good. You're going to do that again, but with a different sound. Perfect. So you are doing great in the beep test as well. We're halfway there. Now we are going to do the volume stage. So this sound will be divided into two separate parts, and it will start off kind of low and slow, and it will get louder. I want you to tell me when you notice that the sound got louder. Can you do that? Good. Let's begin. Now, the opposite. So the sound is going to decrease, and I want you to tell me when the sound goes low. Pay attention, okay? Let's begin. And the last stage is one that we have already done, but it needs to be repeated in the beep test, and it is the tuning forks. You're going to hear them being swapped around, so from one ear to the other, to the other, to the other, and I want you to tell me when that sound changes. So when you hear it in your left, when you hear it in your right, and so on. Excellent. You are finished. Let's remove those headphones. Okay. How do you feel? Good. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you enjoyed this experience. I hope these tests were not very hard as well. No? Good. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this whole experience and all of these tests? Oh, really? Okay, good. And would you say that they were beneficial, informative, professional, and relaxing? Okay. Any feedback is good for me, so whatever you want to say, let me know. Really helps me out. I really try to make these tests as enjoyable and relaxing as I can, because then more people will come in more regular, and it is really good to get our ears checked out from time to time. Some people never even get their ears checked out, which is a little bit crazy because they are really important and we must really take care of them. So, well done for doing that, and I hope to see you next time. Have a lovely day or a lovely night. I don't know what time it is where you are, but I wish you the best, and thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.